guys. My husband is pissing me off. We had a quarrel yesterday. I will be trying to make up because I don't want him to come into this video acting uptight. Fake. Jesus.
Some born again Christians that don't.
No. You're a born again Christian. You did not give your girlfriend romance, and then you now saw an ex-girlfriend. You even not kiss and touch for 30 minutes. Where has the romance in your body been all along?
As in.
No, I don't understand. And if you're going to be a Christian brother, be a Christian brother to the end.
Tell him.
You cannot now be shaking. You now saw your ex-girlfriend. So that romance that you are not giving her, where did it now? The thing just, all of a sudden, it just fell upon you like anointing.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinyere and I'm here with my husband today. Today we're doing a different kind of video. Do you have anything to say? Sorry, I didn't allow you to introduce yourself or anything. But you already know this is my lovely bearded husband. So we're doing a different kind of video today. I got a mail from one of my subscribers. And I get mails like this very often, but most times me and the person talk, and then we kind of go back, back and forth with discussions, and then somehow I don't bother sharing it on the channel because the person kind of understands what she's supposed to do. So when I got this one, it was really long, and then I read it out to my husband, and he was giving me his own opinion on the issue. So I was like, you know what, let's just do a video and just kind of trash it out. But then I want you guys to know that this is our opinion on the whole issue. Our opinions may not be perfect, may not suit you, but respectfully understand that this is what we feel about what we think this person should do. And then as you watch, if you guys feel that you have something to tell the person, please nicely leave them in the comments below.
Politely.
Politely, because she's going to be reading them. So yeah, let me just go straight and read the mail. It's a very long mail, so I'll just kind of cut it short, go here and there. I need advice on this issue. I'm losing my mind. I have a boyfriend I've been with for 6 years now. He takes care of me, sometimes financially, and is also a gentleman. He has a very good heart and I love him, but we have two problems. One, he's not a romantic man and I really love romance. In fact, I'm a helpless romantic. He finds it hard to show romance or love. He says because of his faith and because he's a stern and devout Christian, and he believes romance can lead to sex, which is a sin. In my 6 years with him, he hardly knows how to show romance or express his love for me. I've gotten times when that I've been so sad because of this issue, because I love him so much and I know he loves me too, and this issue has made the level of love I have for him waver and become unstable. In fact, we make better, or we look like best of friends most of the time than lovers. I've told him times without number that maybe we should just stay as friends because of this expression issue, but our love kept us in the relationship, and we've been told by God many times and through personal visions and also people of God that we are meant to be husband and wife. That's why we keep pushing. He has a problem showing love. Many times in 6 years, I've tried to tell him to change directly and indirectly, but he didn't change or understand me, and I kept on stomaching it. Second issue, he's a strict Christian and I'm a practicing Christian also, but not as deep as him. That is also a contributing factor to all of this, because he feels like if we get romantic, we would have sex, and it goes against the faith. Although we have had sex before, when we were doing long distance about 2 years ago, because he moved from here in France to America for work. But now that we are apart and there can't be sex, if there's romance, he's still having a problem expressing the love and romance. I realized he just doesn't have the ability to express it naturally, so I kept calling and letting him know. He's still saying that it is his faith that is causing him to lack romance, and that in marriage it will happen. I told him what cannot happen now will most likely not occur in marriage, in brackets red flag. And besides, there are other ways one can be romantic and loving and still not have sex, especially that it's easier for people like us in long distance relationship. In the space of our long distance, he dry humped a lady who was his first love. She came to greet him, which I warned him against, and they ended up kissing and smooching and touching for almost 30 minutes as he claimed. But he told me that it didn't lead to sex, which I find hard to believe, but I decided to stay with him. I've been faithful to him in our 6 years of relationship, and I believe he has been faithful to me, except from the incident with the lady who came to see him. Fast forward to a month ago, I met a guy friend of mine that I haven't seen in years. We connected and he let me know sorry, we connected and he was telling me he still has feelings for me and he's so romantic and loving. I started catching feelings for him and lusting over him, but I didn't let him know. Rather, I called my boyfriend and let him know that I was having feelings towards the guy and lusting sexually for him. My boyfriend said we should pray, which we did, and then I told him I wouldn't have caught feelings for this guy if he was treating me well in terms of romance and love. It was then he realized his mistake and started apologizing after years of denial, and he promised to change. Then I started seeing some effort. I told the guy I can't date him as I'm in a relationship at the moment and that let us just be friends, and we agreed to keep it that way. So he came all the way to the region I live in, the region I stay in, for a business meeting with some friends. I went to meet him in his hotel so we could do some paperwork because we were supposed to do business together. The next thing, he said to touch me sexually, and before I knew what was happening, he pinned me down and had sex with me without my consent or even without a condom. Then he wasn't even really so remorseful. He apologized lightly. When he left, he called me and started begging later, saying his attraction for me took over his sense. I immediately took emergency contraceptive, and I'll go for an STD and HIV test soon. Now the thing is, should I tell my boyfriend I was raped by the guy, or should I keep my mouth shut? And secondly, what should I do about the guy, because he still wants us to date and he still claims to love me? I'm so scared because my boyfriend has said to put effort to change. I'm hardly dishonest with him. Please advise me, as I have no one to talk to since I'm an introvert. So yeah, so it's a very long meal. So maybe I should allow my husband go first. What do you think? What do you think about the whole thing?
Very, very, very complicated, but it's not so complicated too. I think she should try to identify who she loves. That is very important. That was a very wrong atmosphere. You know, it was a wrong move going to meet your ex in a private place, hotel. Absolutely wrong. And like you said,
sorry, let me cut you. She didn't even say he was her ex. She said guy friend. So I don't know if they had dated before, because what she said was a guy friend of hers. I'm trying to look for where she I met a guy friend of mine that I haven't seen in years. So she didn't sound like they had dated before, like they were just friends, and then she just started liking the guy.
There's a possibility, my dear, that I think from the first time when you knew the guy, you liked him.
Yeah.
There was a connection that was broken. Then later on, you saw the same guy.
So kind of rekindled everything.
Yeah, rekindled everything. I think you should. Your boyfriend was honest to tell you he had one thing or the other with his ex-girlfriend. I think you should, for the sake of your own heart, for the sake of truth, for the sake of, you know, letting it go in your heart. Because if you don't tell him, from the kind of person that you are still going to keep on feeling guilty. You know, you keep on remembering it. And if that guy comes anywhere close again, something might happen. So, but before you tell him this, you have to be sure that he's the one you want to be with. It's a decision that you have to sit down, think properly. You would have to, like you said, you're a practicing Christian. I think you should pray about it. Your boyfriend, from what you said about him, could be spiritual, yeah. And you know, in spirituality, I understand the guy too, but that is a mistake a lot of pastors and a lot of these spiritual brothers and sisters. That is where they make that mistake. The Bible does not take away your romance. Your spiritual life does not take away your romance. You know, yeah. So you just have to be truthful. And that other guy, and no, the other guy.
You said she told him.
Yeah.
You said you agree that she told him, right?
I think you should tell your boyfriend. Her boyfriend. Yeah. Since he was bold enough to tell you his own, I think you should tell him. But the part I would suggest you skip is the sex part. Like you know,
So let's skip that part.
Yeah, that was gonna be very tight too. Since you don't believe him.
Since you don't believe what that he actually did not sleep with that lady, because I was talking to my friend and my friend was like 30 minutes. Like, this is a man that hasn't been showing romance to his girlfriend. He hasn't had sex, like he said, in a while, and then you now meet an ex-girlfriend of yours and you're telling me that you don't have sex. You boy just kissing and talking for 30 minutes. Like, are you talking to babies?
No, you let him understand that, hey, this is what happened. Our romance life is dying. I'm this kind of
It's
person.
not even there. It's not like it's dying. It's not like he was doing it before. He has never done it, so it's like it's not there. It's non-existent.
I'm this kind of person. This is how I am. This is how God created me. Let him know, so that his spirituality too pointing to that direction. Let him know that this is how God created you. This is how you are. And if those things don't happen, it won't work. It won't work.
Physical touch is one of the love languages. So I guess physical touch, just romance, is something that is very important to her. It's a core value for her in any relationship. And because you've mentioned to him that that's what you want, and I feel like, just like you said, there are so many ways you can be romantic without having sex. You must, like, who said being romantic means that you must have sex? Even couples, even married people can be romantic without even having sex all the time. It doesn't always have to lead to sex. So for me, in my opinion, I don't think that guy is for you. If you say he has improved, in what aspect has he improved in? And if he improved, did he have to wait for you to meet up with an old friend of yours for him to actually up his game? Do you understand? So if a man can switch up like that, I don't think he's meant for you. Because if you knew that it was something that she always wanted, why couldn't you make the effort to do it? Why did you have to wait until another man now looks like a threat to your relationship before you now decide to switch things around? So my sister, I feel like because romance is a core thing for you, that man is not for you. Because the truth is that you're going to complain and complain and complain, and you will complain to the point that you might start to stomach it, and you're just going to be very unhappy in that relationship or that marriage. So to be real, you might not even cheat, because not everybody. Some people actually sit down in marriages, they are sad, and they are sad till the day they die. That's just the truth. That it has happened to a lot of people. So you might not even cheat on him at the end of the day, but you might just be there, you'll be unhappy throughout that relationship, and nobody deserves to be unhappy. I mean, nobody deserves to be unhappy. Based on telling him, I feel you should come clean to him, especially if you are planning, to break the relationship up. You must come clean to him. I just feel it will just give you, it will just free your mind. It will give you peace of mind, and just hear what he has to say about him. But I think for a man like this, if you told him, if he knew about the new guy that came into the picture and he said improving, imagine if you now tell him about sex. Only God knows the kind of improvement that will go on. But my answer, why hasn't he done all of that from the onset? I can't understand why somebody would say because you are a Christian you can't show romance.
See, that was why I mentioned the part of sex part, not mentioning it, because like this spiritual kind of guy, he might forgive you, but he will not forget it.
That's another thing.
He might not forget. But it depends. If he's truly a Christian, then he should be happy.
My own is that
came out clean.
I feel in relationships there are things that you might not like, but you can, what's that word?
Tolerate.
Yes, thank you. There are things you might not like, but you can tolerate. But obviously from this meal, you kept on going on and on about how much you love romance and how you're a helpless romantic and how he's not doing any of that for you. So my sister, to be really honest, if I was in your situation, I wouldn't even think of that guy again. As in, just X him in your head immediately. That's what I would do. But I would advise you tell him. It's important that you tell him. So just like we said, just to clear your mind, give you peace of mind,
since he has been very nice to you,
let him know, and then
come a long way.
Exactly. So let him know, and then you exit the relationship. As for the second guy, I don't even think you should even be with a person like that, because who takes advantage of somebody that they love? And I'm saying it based on the information that you gave me, because to be honest, we don't really know what went on. Because
it sounds like it was without her consent.
It sounds like, yeah, that was what you made us feel, that was without your consent. But then I feel like when people are having sex, if you claim that the person loves you, there's a way you will be open and giving, that he might feel, okay, you know, she wants it, so let me just continue. But this is exactly what you mentioned in the mail, that it was without your consent. So if it was really without your consent, you should not be with that kind of person. Someone that claims to love you cannot decide to take advantage of you and sleep with you against your will. Do you understand? So if you're considering a relationship with that guy, I'll just suggest you
think about it.
You think you should think about it? Is it reasonable to think about it?
Yeah, you should think about it. But
and you slept with the person without a condom. You understand? The guy is even a reckless person. That's the meaning. But because
no, don't see it that way. He's a guy. You know, he's a guy.
He's a reckless person. Why would you be sleeping with somebody without a condom? Someone that you've not met in a long while.
Some guys don't like using condom. A lot of guys out there don't like using condom. That one is topic for another day. But the thing is, sleeping with you without your consent is wrong. It's something that has to be mutual. Something, you know.
And I know he probably would not have been able to buy a condom, as he said the thing was doing him then and then. So maybe he didn't have a condom. But first of all, you place yourself in a very tough situation. You know, being in that room in the first place. And I mean, we're adults. If you have feelings for somebody, the worst thing you can do is to be in a private place with the person. That's like the worst thing you can do, because if you're in a private place with the person, then you should have just prepared your mind. You know, you should prepare your mind that something can happen. So I feel like you going there in the first place, you should already think that this is probably going to happen at the end of the day. Leave that guy, man. Leave that guy. To be honest, what do you think? What do you think?
What she's not getting here, she's getting here.
You don't even have to end up with any of them. You mustn't settle for any of them.
But this guy is
this guy that you're putting here is a Christian brother.
Christian brother. This guy could be a better, you know, but he lacks.
That better, you know, what you know.
A better future partner.
Okay.
But he lacks what would propel that thing that you everybody wants. There's nobody that does not like romance. You know, he should.
Some people don't like romance. That means some people don't like romance. So not everybody is a romance person. If the romance comes good, they will take it. If it doesn't come, they won't even realize that it's absence in the relationship. But obviously, she has said that it's a key thing for her.
I think she should tell him that, come, there's this guy. I like.
There's this guy. I like.
Sit down well, guy. Sit down well. Even though you but just let him know that, come, this is what I want. I'm a woman, I have needs. If you cannot do this thing, if you cannot adjust, please tell me what part of your Bible that tells tells you not to be romantic.
Help me,
Even though we're not talking about not sex, but be romantic. Make me feel loved. You know, make me feel like a woman. You should talk to him. If you really want to have something to do with him, you should speak to him.
After you made up your mind,
after you've made up your mind,
what
speak to him. Yes. Some born again Christians that don't.
No. You're a born again Christian. You did not give your girlfriend romance, and then you now saw an ex-girlfriend. You even now kiss and touch for 30 minutes. Where has the romance in your body been all along?
As in...
No, I don't understand. And if you're going to be a Christian brother, be a Christian brother to the end.
Tell him.
You cannot now be shaking. You now saw your ex-girlfriend. So that romance that you are not giving her, where did it now? The thing just fell upon you like anointing.
Dabi?
Like, I don't understand.
Tell him. Heaven will not fall. If he likes...
No, that me, I've always been of the opinion that you should tell him. You need to tell him that you slept with that guy. You really need to tell him that. Because the truth is that you cannot even be so sure that he did not sleep with that girl. He might have just said it just to make things, you know, tone things down. Because the truth is that if him and that girl had sex in their previous relationship, there's a huge possibility that they still probably slept together. That it's difficult for you to find a case where two people had sex and then they meet again. and in a private place and they only kiss and touch. Do you understand?
Touching, what kind
It can happen. It can happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it's impossible for a man that withheld romance, ordinary romance, so from his present girlfriend, and he now finds somebody that he was sleeping with before. Me, I don't understand that matter. I really, honestly, don't understand it. I don't know where
to be more honest in the relationship.
exactly.
To come out open.
At the end of the day, know what is good for you. Do what is good for you in the long run, because nobody can. Daddy, which one are you yawning? Nobody can tell you what is good for you. You know what's good for you. So we can only chip in, and then hopefully you can merge everything, and then figure out what's best for you. For me, romance is obviously so important to you. Please don't leave it out. Don't settle for less. Don't feel that you will manage, and I know you don't even want to manage because you keep on mentioning it. You decided not to settle and you keep on mentioning it. So I want to know how he's improving. What are the things that he's doing? Because I feel we're human beings. He can probably adjust. Do you think he can adjust? Like a man that was not romantic before, can he become romantic? Do you really think a man that is not romantic can become romantic? Do you think it's possible?
Romance has to do with it has a lot to do with attraction. It has to be very attracted to you.
Yeah, to be able to naturally
naturally flow. You don't need.
But do you think it always happens like that? Because I feel that there are some instances where some men actually love a woman, but they might not know how to like they can. It's like this, like maybe a man now, he really loves his wife. He can buy his wife the most expensive car, but he's not going to be like, take car you, I bought you that car. But then for a man that's romantic, he might probably come with like balloons, surprise her maybe on her birthday. So they are both giving, but then the what's the word? The pattern of giving, or the method of giving is different. One like puts in more thoughts into the whole thing. So I still feel that there are men that might really love you and might be very attracted to you and may not be exactly romantic. So I want to know in what areas did he improve on, and why didn't he take you serious all along that you've been telling? Why did he have to wait, like I said before? Why did he have to wait until this guy came into the picture before he now felt the need to change? So for the other guy, I don't know how you feel about him. I don't know how you feel for him. I don't know what really went on when you guys were in that hotel room, but I know that a man that loves you should not take advantage of you. If he loves you and he's rest assured that you feel the same way about him, then if you guys are going to have sex, it will probably come naturally to be a give and take thing. So the funny thing is that this story if you look at it another way, it's not looking like a do me I do you situation. That's what it's looking like, because it's like you warned him about the ex-girlfriend and he didn't listen. He went ahead, he kissed the girl, whatever, and then you met another friend of yours, not your ex. I don't know if it was your ex, but you didn't mention that he was your ex or anything. You now met with an old friend of yours, and then you guys now had sex. So it's looking like you did it because your boyfriend also did the same thing. I don't know if that was what happened, but I still feel that you should tell him about it anyway. I still feel you should come clean. With regards to staying in the relationship, you need to understand if you can deal with the whole. You mustn't be in that relationship. I think the problem that many women have is that you feel that when you leave one relationship, you're not going to find somebody else, or you're not going to find love somewhere else, or it looks like you're starting all over again. It looks like the years that you have built, you're like throwing them away. 6 years is not beans, but a lifetime is beans. But I feel like 6 years is a long time, but it is not too long to sacrifice for a lifetime. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not too long to let go of, so that you get a lifetime of happiness with someone else that understands you and that gets you and that flows with you. So basically you just need to understand if it's something that you can deal with, if it's something that within your heart that you can deal with, maybe the other good sides of him overshadow that area. But if it's something that is core to you, core, which is what I can read from your mail, then I don't think you have any business with that guy. So please, you guys, please let me know in the comments what you think. Please give her your words of advice. She's going to be reading. I don't know if by now she has told the guy or not, but I told her I was going to film this video as quickly as I could so that she, you know, she has an idea of what to do. So please leave us comments in the comment section below, and also let us know what videos you like us to do together. We've done the husband tag, we've done a couple of videos, but let's know. And if you guys have other mails to send us that regards to relationships and all that, we're not relationship experts. We have our own serious strong issues, but I feel that it's good to once in a while just hear if there's a couple that you admire or you feel that there's something that you can pick from them and they share their views with you. It will still, you know, be helpful in the long run. We're married for 8 years, so I mean there are a few things that we've been able to understand about marriage and relationships. So if you guys have any other mails or anything you'd like to send us and you'd like us to, you know, do videos on those, please send me an email. My email address is in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget that you should give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thank you. I love you.
I can help you out. I can help you out. I can help you out. I can